Howdy, my name is Nathan, and my entry is the Skyfire automated mortar battery, which allows for the launching of fireworks. The system was my own creation and involved many hours of tinkering, making, and experimenting. I have come a long way from my first test, which was just a 9-volt battery and a Red Dragon igniter. Working with fireworks is a challenge because of the safety and the cost. I handled a lot of this by creating testing and double checks. Custom testing harnesses and LED indicators help validate that everything's wired up properly. This is the Skyfire Mark III automated mortar battery. Each version is a slight improvement on the version before, which means that each battery is slightly different. Each battery has a Raspberry Pi that acts as the brain. So here we can see the Skyfire Mark I. For instance, it can control 48 tubes, whereas the Skyfire Mark III can only control 24 tubes. They use the same code, which is pulled down from a Git repository, but each one has the configuration stored in a .env file on the battery's controller. Each Skyfire has 3 safeties: a hybrid safety, which is software and hardware, and it has a relay safety, which is that green switch, and the red switch, which is the firing circuits. So if we turn on a circuit, we see that nothing happens. Okay, now we turn it off. Now we arm the system. And if I turn it on, still nothing happens. But at this point, everything is going through the shift registers. And so now, if I turn on the relays, you can see that red light came on. I turn it off, and I turn it on. Okay, so now, I open the firing circuits. I'm going to try that. You can see that the blue light comes on, meaning there's power all the way to the firing circuit. Loading the batteries is a time-consuming step that must be performed safely and precisely. This is much easier done hours or even days before the launch in a well-lit, calm, non-explosive environment, like watching Rick and Morty in your living room. Each firing circuit controls one Red Dragon igniter. The Red Dragon igniter has magnesium in them, and they light the fuse.
Firing!
All of this comes together to provide an automated show that is much safer and fun than doing this all manually. I hope to expand my knowledge and the Skyfire system in the future with printed circuit boards and single board relays. I hope you enjoy the show as much as I enjoyed making the Skyfire system. I'd like to say thank you to my family and friends who supported me and loved me over the countless hours of soldering boards, crimping wires, and loading the batteries. Let's just say I got a little too into it sometimes, and I'm thankful for your patience. Thanks to my children, my niece and my nephew, whose labor I used to put on these shows. Thanks to my brother for consulting me on the electrical engineering bits, and thanks to my son James for helping me with this video. Thank you all for watching.